So guys, today I am testing some SHEGLAM makeup to see if it's as good as everyone says it is. So stay tuned if you want to see the look. So hey guys, it's Becky and welcome to today's video, and thank you so much for joining me. Hello if you're new, I'm Becky and I upload every Tuesday and Thursday. There is everything from plus size fashion to beauty, lifestyle and even some travel when I get to go out and about. So I would love it if you would subscribe, and of course if you enjoyed this video, give this video a big thumbs up as it really helps me out. And also let me know down below in the comments, have you tried SHEGLAM makeup before? Let me know what you thought of it, if you have any recommendations for things I haven't tried. So really excited to be trying SHEGLAM. I haven't tried SHEGLAM for probably around 2 years now. I think I was trying them when they were first kind of like getting their style, getting their vibe. And since then, they've been expanding the range and have got some really great staple products. Hi to the melon back there. It's distracting me, the fact I have a melon in the back of my frame. But you know, that's gonna be a delicious starter for this evening. So anyway, these items were kindly sent by SHEIN, which is, that's where SHEGLAM can be bought. And we've got, I stupidly have left one of the products back home, which I'm so sad about because it looked gorgeous. It was a gorgeous liquid highlighter and it literally was so beautiful. And I haven't packed it, I can't find it anywhere. So I'm really gutted that that's not here, but it looked amazing. I'll try and use it in a future video, but everything will be linked down below. There's also a discount code as well if you fancy taking advantage of getting everything. Everything's really super affordable, so getting an even cheaper win-win. So SHEGLAM, they're coming out with lots of collaborations at the moment. I think they've just launched a Harry Potter collaboration, which is really cool, but this was the newest launch at the time of me ordering, and it's their Vinyl Pop color palettes. I went for the most neutral one in Rose Sonata, which I believe is like a classical piano song. They also have one that's like 80s rave, which is very colourful, and they've got one which is a bit more kind of like grungy rock and roll, which is like smoky and like red tones and stuff. But this one I thought was really cute, and like this spins. I did think it was going to be a little bit bigger, but this is fine. I prefer a small palette anyway, as I travel so much. So here is the palette, and it's so cute. So you've got 5 matte shades here. This is a cream liner. Fortunately, I didn't bag a liner brush with me, so I'm not going to be trying the liner today. And then you've got 2 shimmers, and then you've also got this bonkers gloss shade. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but it's literally like a very clear glossy top coat. Very unusual, but I have a feeling, especially as I am in Monaco with JP for my birthday, I don't think that's going to hold up the best, but it's really fun for like artistic looks. So I got this because I just thought it was the most kind of like simple but like pretty eyeshadow palette on the site. They also have like eyeshadow sticks, liquid eyeshadows, a whole range of eye stuff. They had a Willy Wonka palette as well. But yeah, I just thought this was really cute, and I like the packaging was like plastic, especially as I travel so much. Sometimes cardboard can be a little bit of a risk. I'm just going to quickly set a primer and then we'll get straight into the palette. So I think I'm going to go in with like a goldy rosy look. I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's a little bit powdery, but as are all eyeshadows. My mirror's down here, so if I'm not looking at you guys, it's because I'm looking at myself. It's blending pretty nicely. I will say they are, I feel like the colours come off a little bit deeper when you actually put them on your skin, especially me being so fair. I feel like this would be a really nice palette as well, just for like all mattes. But as you can see, that looks quite brown in the pan, but it is definitely got a bit of pink in there. So bear that in mind. This is a very pinky toned palette. But if you like that kind of like Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk kind of vibe, I think you'll really like this palette. It's definitely got those vibes to it. A really great kind of like everyday pinky neutrals palette. We love those vibes. They're so easy to wear. I always find it just like, well, especially because I've got green eyes, it just, this color scheme really goes with my particular complexion. So now I think I'm just going to go in with this darker. I think this is going to pull quite red, but then I think when we put the gold on, I think that'll be a really nice contrast, maybe. Oh yeah, it's very red. It's almost like a burgundy. So yeah, the colours are definitely coming off a little bit more ready than they are in the palette. So just bear that in mind. I blended the eye there with a clean brush, and I'm just going to do the same on the other eye for a bit of a depth and shadow. It's very pigmented though, I will say, and I'm actually super impressed. Really, really nice quality. And I will say as well, the packaging has got like all the ingredients on it. So if you are sensitive, I think they've also got all the ingredients listed on the website. So they're also cruelty free, which is really cool. So they've definitely been putting a lot of effort into making sure that they are keeping up with kind of international beauty standards. And then you've also got stuff, you know, like batch codes, stuff like that, which is great. So I think a lot of people were always, and I personally as well, were always a little bit like iffy about buying products that are maybe from these types of websites. However, SHEGLAM have really upped their game to make sure that they're making sure that you're comfortable with what you're buying and knowing where it's coming from and what's in it. And they've got all that information, and literally everything came in a box with all of the ingredients listed, with batch codes, everything like that. So great to see. So now I'm going to go in with that gold. And the reviews that I've been seeing, like so many people loving some products I'm going to show you today, it's wild. I'm really excited to use a couple of these. So I'm just going to wet my brush like I do with all shimmer shades. I'm gonna, oh wow. See, that's so pretty when you contrast like pink matte shades with gold. I think it's such a beautiful like contrasting moment. I think that's so pretty. And you can also do that the other way around. You could do neutral and then put like a pink shimmer on the lid, which I also think is really, really pretty. And this is just a really simple, easy look to do, guys. Like, this is my go-to. I normally use like 3 or 4 shadows in a look, a light matte, a dark matte, and a shimmer, and then maybe an even lighter shimmer for the inner corner highlight. Sometimes if I'm feeling really fancy, I might smoke a little bit under my eye as well. Not very often, more for a winter look, but I just think that's so pretty. It is like a little bit more like smoky, seductive vibes, but I really like it. And honestly, guys, if you told me that this was a much more expensive palette, like, you would have fooled me. Very nice. So as I said, they did do this in like a really fun rainbow type of palette, and like a more like grungy one, but this was definitely the most kind of like neutral. Love the size. It's really, really nice quality. And I think I did a really pretty look. Oh, and then I'm not going to use this today because I don't think it goes with the vibes, but I was so curious because I know a couple of high-end brands do these. And this is a multi-chrome gel eyeliner. This is in the shade Vertigo, and I think Danessa Myrex and maybe Natasha Denona do these for an absolute fortune. And I was so curious. So a multi-chrome is pigment that flashes off different colors depending on where the light's hitting it. And this is a red to green. Now, I don't know how well this is going to show, but it does actually do it. Can you see it? Very subtle. It's not as maybe metallic as you would expect, but it does go kind of red. Oh, there we go. Like red to green. I will say you would need to do quite a thick eyeliner, I think, to like get the effect, but it's very cool. And for like, I think it was like £3, maybe £3.50, a nice piece of makeup to like play around with. Also comes with a little sponge on the end as well. So yeah, just thought that's, the packaging is really nice. So super impressed with that. Then I picked up this primer just because it sounded really interesting. It's called Birthday Skin Primer in the Smoothing Rose. So it's to get baby soft, flawless skin you were born with, thanks to our primer gel, the first step in your glam routine. It forms a thin layer on your skin to soften, brighten and smooth out imperfections. Say bye-bye to visible pores and hello to a more even complexion with Smoothing Rose extract. Now that you've got the perfect base, your makeup will go on like a breeze, last longer and look like a dream. At first though, I thought this was more of a glowy primer, but since I've swatched it, this reminds me, this is like a baby has been made with the NYX Marshmallow Primer and the Tatcha Priming Balm, is that what it's called? Silk Primer. So it is like that kind of like thick primer. It does come with a little spatula, which is super useful. Again, very nice packaging. Like, it feels like a really nice quality. Comes with a little lid so it doesn't dry out. And I think this was about £6 maybe. I don't think anything was over £10 that I'm showing you, and a lot of it was under £5, and they had a lot of offers going on. So I'm just going to take quite a big amount because I've not tried this on my face yet, and I'm going to warm it up on the back of my hand. It is definitely more of like a mattifying, smoothing moment, but let's see how we go. It's definitely, I think it is brightening, potentially. Maybe, or maybe it's just making my face look red as I'm rubbing stuff in. I'm definitely into kind of at the moment just doing like an SPF as my primer, just because it's been so hot over here. My makeup on Saturday was a complete disaster. I don't want to talk about it. But this is, yeah, it's an interesting, it's not my kind of primer, unfortunately. But I'm interested to see how it like reacts to other makeup. But if you like a more mattifying primer, I think if you like to wear foundation, like I don't wear foundation, so if you like to wear foundation, I think this would be perfect base. It's very smoothing, feels very high in silicone. Yeah, the second ingredient is like a silicone type ingredient, so it's that kind of vibe. If that's your vibe, then definitely give it a go. But for me, I'm all for like hydrating and glowy primers. But I will say, it is giving me a bit of a glow, considering it's an interesting, I can't get my head, maybe I need to like see how the makeup looks before I judge it too hard, because my skin looks really nice. Okay, let's not be too judgy. I'm going to pop my concealer and my powder on, and then we're going to go into some face products. So I'm back, and I don't want to like jinx anything, but I feel like my concealer was a lot easier to blend with that primer. I really want to use that primer again to like see how I feel about it properly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure. It's something very different and new to me. So up next, we've got, oh, this is so cute. I'm loving all this type of packaging. We've got the SHEGLAM Sunside Bronzer. Look how cute it is. It's got like a little bubble. Not great for storage, but I feel like it almost like protects the item in your makeup bag. It's in this really cute kind of like yellow frosty plastic packaging. I got this in the lighter shade, which is Morning Beam. We'll say a good amount of shades on there, maybe 7 or 8 different shades of bronzer, which is really nice. I will say I should have not been a scaredy cat, and I should have bought a concealer next time, guys. But this is the shade. You don't get a mirror, that's fine. I have mirrors and other things that I can use. I'm getting a little bit of kickback, but not too much. It's not super powdery. And there we go. There's the shade. I think that is a really nice fair tone bronzer. I like a bronzer that can be a little bit of a contour on me as well, if you know what I mean. Like, you can see the difference there. It is giving me a bit of cheekbone. Really quite nice. It's a very soft, buildable bronzer, and I think for how much this is, I feel it is giving me Charlotte Tilbury vibes. Let me get my Charlotte Tilbury out. Now, this is my ride or die. You will see I have a huge pan in it, but when I get it in the natural light, how similar. Let's feel them. So Charlotte Tilbury's on the top, much more buildable, but with a brush, I feel like, yeah, you do get quite a bit more pigment on the SHEGLAM one. So for me, the Charlotte Tilbury one, it's so easy to use. You don't feel like you're ever going to mess up with it, and that's why it will always be my ride or die. But this one is really nice for like how much it is. Like, can't complain, cannot complain. And they always have like deals on, like if you buy like 3 makeup items, you get like 20% off, or like the cheapest one. They've always got like things going on, haven't they? So you can use discount codes, whatever. But honestly, I'm so impressed. I really, like, I'm gonna use this bronzer again. Like, I am a bougie gal. And I think that looks pretty good. Really like that. They also do a pressed powder, like a foundation powder. I'd be interested to try that. Then we've got one of probably the most like viral, if that's what you would call it, SHEGLAM products. This is the Colour Bloom Liquid Blush. Now, I think I tried the first rendition of this when it first came out in my first SHEGLAM video all those years ago, before it kind of became viral. They've now come out with loads more shades. I think they've updated the packaging a little bit. They also do a luminous version, but I like the look of this colour called Hush Hush. It looked quite a fair shade. So you might have seen these products already, but it's a blush with this like huge like doe foot that you just boop on your cheek. And this is a really pretty like peachy. Normally I have amazing lighting when I shoot here, and today the lighting has been diabolical. The weather is, it's hot but muggy and cloudy, absolutely gutting. I'm just gonna go straight in with this so we can like properly test it. So whoa, okay, ready? Let's give this a go. Whoa, oh wow, that is so pretty. That's nice. I think it's a slightly like different tone than, obviously my eyeshadow went quite burgundy. So I probably would have worn a different blush with my eyeshadow look, but the blush itself, she's pretty nice. Not too pigmented, in like a good way. Like, there's obviously pigment, but it's not, I think I like to do 2 dots, like the Rare Beauty ones. Like, I want to put more than 1 dot of blush on, you know? I want to put lots of blush on but not look like a clown. So that looks absolutely stunning. It's not picked up. I have got a little bit of glitter fallout from the shimmery eyeshadow, but it's not picked any of the concealer or anything off. It's not made anything look red, but obviously I don't wear foundation, and I've had no pilling from that primer, which was my biggest concern. I will not lie to you guys. I thought it was going to be a pill party. You know, when you have a product that's not meshing and it starts like your makeup starts balling off your face. We've not had that, so that's great news. Now, the next product I'm going to be 100% honest with. I think this is the product that I'm like least impressed with, and that's why I'm really sad that I don't have the liquid highlighter here, because that looked like a Rare Beauty dupe gone wild. It looks stunning. I have a feeling I might have put it straight in my beauty drawers because I was just that excited. However, we have got the Moonside highlighter in Cosmic Stream. Again, you've got that really cute kind of like alien vibe packaging. It's giving me REM Beauty, like what she should have done. The highlighter, they've got lots of highlighter options, and I think I'll probably pick the worst one. The liquid was beautiful, even though I've not tried it on the skin. It just swatched really nice. And then they've also got this like bouncy one, which I should have gone for that one. I have played around with this because I really want to make it work, but it is quite dry. It's quite a dry highlight, but it does look pretty and a little bit more subtle, which I feel like is what people are going for nowadays, where I'm like, I want lots of highlight. So let's give it a go on the face for the first time. I still think it's going to look pretty, and for how much it was, like, you can't go too wrong. So let's give it a proper go. And it is pretty. It is pretty. Okay. So I will just show you that swatches aren't everything. That is quite nice. It's quite a natural looking, well, you know, it's not like got too much of like an undertone to it. So it doesn't look like gold or pink. It just looks kind of like dewy, which I really, really like. Okay, this is nice. And again, they have quite a few options for you to pick from on the website color-wise. Okay, this is quite nice. And again, the price, pretty unbeatable. Really cute. There, it is maybe skewing a little bit more pink, but yeah, it's pretty nice actually. So it's a bit of a shit swatcher, but it's really nice in person. And now I'm just going to do inner corner, because I normally do inner corner with my highlight, but it does like you will buff off the embossing quite quickly. It's a very interesting product. I don't know if it's baked or pressed, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, everything's really impressed me. Like if I came to an event or whatever, went out for dinner with my friends and said, where do you think all my makeup's from? I don't think they would guess it's from SHEIN. I think that looks really, really nice. I'm just gonna quickly spray, and then the next thing I'm so excited about. So I've quickly put a bit of mascara on. Will say there is like a viral SHEIN mascara that I really will want to try, and I'm probably going to be placing an order, guys, because this next item, Tarte make one of my favorite lip products, but they put their prices up, and now I'm like, they're quite shocking. And also their colors are all kind of like, you know, Tarte colors. I still really love them though, don't get me wrong, but SHEGLAM have come out with their own version. It is called the Pout Perfect Shine Lip Plumper. We've got the Walk on the Beach shade, which is like their kind of like nudie colour, which I was always going to get that one for testing purposes. So this colour is one of those like clicky non-retractable products, but I love these. They're so comfortable and just nice to wear. They've got some really interesting colours in their range. I'll put a picture up, and I fancy trying a couple of them because they just look really fun and they're so affordable. So I've clicked up a couple of times. Yeah. It's the Tarte. It's the Tarte. It's just like the Tarte. It is really nice. The Tarte ones I think are about £25 now. I think these are between £5 and £4, and I believe these are the first like drugstore affordable brands that come out with these. So it's just really, really exciting that you're able to get your hands on them for such a good price. They smell just like the Tarte ones too. I would say that the Tarte ones are a bit slicker, but they're so similar. I love this colour. I think it's quite close to coconut, but this is a bit lighter than coconut, I think. Haven't got coconut with me to tell you. But guys, I'm so impressed. And if you love those Tarte doobie-doos as much as I do, the juicy lips, give it a go. There's one like called like Sepia Kiss. That's on my bucket list. And I think that called Flamingo Kiss, like Double Kiss something. Yeah, I love these. Really nice. And I think just rounds off the look pretty nicely. So guys, that is the end of today's video. I'm honestly pretty shocked, pretty blown away. Top items are the bronzer, incredibly close to the Charlotte Tilbury. Is this going to replace the Charlotte Tilbury one? No, but if you are a baddie on a budget, this one's incredible. Love the packaging, love the range of colours they have online, but for us fair girls, this one is really nice. I really like it. It is a bronzer, not a contour, so it is warmer, but it's not orange. It's really nice, really nice for how much it is. Just absolutely stunning. The hype is real on these blushes. I want to try some more. Really easy to blend. Didn't mess up any of the product underneath. They just feel more expensive than they are. And the same goes with this lipstick. Of course I was going to have this at the end. The Pout Perfect Shine Lip Plumper. I'm definitely going to be getting some more of these. I think they're amazing. But also this was just really nice. The highlighter, like it swatches bad, but it performs wonderfully. The eyeliner I need to like do a look with, if you know what I mean, but it does stay on your hand. Like you have to get it off your hand straight away if you swatch it, otherwise it stays on there for ages. And the primer, I need to use it again. I need to use it again, but I do think I look really good. I have a little bit of luminosity still to my skin, but it's very soft and my makeup went on like an absolute dream. So yeah, please let me know your favourites from SHEGLAM if you have them, because I really want to test more because I'm so impressed. So please let me know down below in the comments what your faves are, if you've tried anything or fails, anything I need to avoid as well. Do let me know down below. Of course, give this video a big thumbs up. Links are in the description box if you do fancy picking anything up. I'm going to go cut this melon up now. Don't forget to subscribe, and also I do have a discount code if you want to save even more money on some makeup goodies and everything else on the website down below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.